more mellow today.
Well, holidays, I can't wait to tell you what I did this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Saturday's Cup of Joe. I'm Ira. This is my buddy Joe Stepke. We're all kinds of messy this morning, but it's a holiday, so hopefully you'll forgive us.
It's a holiday, and please forgive us. Yep. You won't believe. I got to start off with, you won't believe what I did this morning.
I won't believe it, so tell us.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So I was on coffee break with Liz Jones and Paula.
You were on a different coffee show this morning?
Well, not this morning. No. This was on her. It was Thursday. You know, she does some coffee break thing on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's around the same time that you do that the Exit Your Way Remo thing too.
The round table.
So hi, Shares, and Shares knows what I'm about to talk about because he's on there. He was on it. So Shiraz, Paula, Lynn Delgado, Rick McCaffrey, and Liz were all on there, and Nick came on too. And we were talking about, what about if we do some sort of workout thing right after Christmas? So Liz, knowing that she is the workout queen, I guess you would say, and getting everybody fit, she goes, yeah, why don't we do it on Saturday, 9:00? So we're all doing it. I'm dreading it. I wake up in the morning and go, oh, God, I don't feel it. All the carbs, sugar overload, everything from Christmas. Terrible. Oh, my gosh. It was amazing. Liz did such a great job. It kicked my butt this morning.
You saying better than sex cake, huh?
No, not better than that. I mean, no.
Have you ever had better than sex cake? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. No.
So there's this dessert, and it's called better than sex cake.
Oh, wow. See, Shiraz just said he can't sleep after that intensive exercise this morning. It was kicking our butt.
He was on there?
Yeah, he was on there. Shiraz was. Nick Dorsey was. I was.
And if I didn't like sleep so much, I would get up and do it. But
well, I was thinking about it. I was going, no. It's 6:00 where he is. He's not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not getting up at 6. I actually am feeling better though. So I exercised yesterday. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a walk, but it's a start. Yesterday, everybody's keep asking me like, how you doing? And I know what they want to hear. They're like, oh, I'm feeling better. But the truth is I wasn't feeling better until yesterday. All of a sudden yesterday, it's like, when you have the flu or something and then your fever breaks and you have that, it's a glorious day feeling. That was yesterday. It was the first day. I wasn't hacking. I actually feel a little bit more congested this morning. So, but honestly, I got out of bed about 25 minutes ago, so we'll see how that goes. But yesterday, I felt great. Didn't have a headache. Didn't have a fever. Had a little bit of, I don't know if this makes sense, but like when the chills go away, you still feel a little cold. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
So I still had a little bit of that. And honestly, I have that going on this morning. But, man, my energy level was better. I could think again. I'm not smart. I mean, it is what it is.
Sure, you're not. Whatever. Shut up.
But
you are.
For the past week, I haven't been able to focus like at all. So I've been writing these blogs and I've been trying to do my videos and do my job basically. And it's been tough. But yesterday, and I didn't do a lot of work yesterday. I'm actually proud at what I was able to not do yesterday. Feeling as good as I felt for the first time in 10 days really, and not doing any work because it's Christmas and I wanted to show my family that, hey, I value our family time. So I didn't jump on the computer and write a blog. I didn't make a video and all that stuff, which I'm actually proud of because I needed to do that. My social media momentum is slowed down a little bit. You know what I mean? So
right.
I need to build it back up, but
I got a plan for that. I actually have a plan from what I got in one of my Christmas gifts. Come on, ask me what I got. Ask me what I got.
I'm down. Do it.
All right. So, well, first off, I got to give you a backstory. All right. This first backstory
I'm up for it.
And you saw my Facebook post, like what I did with like how we decorate with the kids and stuff like that.
I love this. This guy is sharp as they come, because what do I always ask? Where are you from?
Right.
What time is it? Opio, you are the best commenter ever, because he says hello. He's giving holiday greetings. He tells us he's from Uganda, and he tells us what time it is. Brother, the only thing you didn't tell us is what you do for a living. But you did pretty darn good. I'm impressed.
Well, I put my link in I put my stuff in.
Do it. You always should. And everybody on here, this is, look, whenever you have a show with Joe and Ira, it's about networking, man. Yep. We're here we're like Seinfeld, because we don't script our show.
No, not at all.
We're going to tease each other, but, beyond all that, remember what I said last time, in case you guys forgot. I have over 5,000 recruiters alone in my first degree network. I'm not talking about in my 191,000 followers. I'm talking about in my 30,000 connections. There's over 5,000 recruiters alone. So if you're looking for a job anywhere around the world, you tell us where you're from, you tell us what you do, the odds are one of those recruiters is going to see it. Now, I'm not going to promise you it's going to be a miracle pill, but it would start the connection.
Right.
Anyways,
so, all right. Going back, I did it. Somebody said the older you get, the more Christmas doesn't really matter for you. It's for everybody else. And I said, well, true. And I'm good with the whole giving part because of my kids.
Right. However, I think you get that, the giver.
Right. However, I go, I buy stuff for me for Christmas too. They go, do you? I go, oh my God, yeah. I don't know how many figures I bought. I bought at least 20 to 30 figures. Or Santa gave me 20, 30 figures. I got an Apple Watch finally. I got an Apple Watch.
Do you have a figure? Okay, do you have something around that you can grab and show people? Because I'm feeling that people are like me going, what the hell does he mean by figure? And we don't want to act stupid. So I am not smart. Yeah. So I will be for everybody. And we got a great ass shot, just so you know.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. So here's the figure. Like, here's one.
I gotcha.
And I keep them in the box. Yeah. So if you can see on the back of my wall.
Oh, wait. Are we doing that today?
Yeah, we're doing it today.
Yes. Okay. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, guys. So
all right. And this is my Iron Man one.
That's Iron Man?
Yeah, that's Iron Man.
So that one you get two, because you get the
Iron Man. There's two in there. But anyway, so I get a bunch of figures. I got the Xbox X. So on
is that a gaming system?
Gaming system.
Yeah.
So
we got a gaming system, sort of. Did you see what we got? The ring fit or something like that?
Ring fit?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
No.
I didn't know what it was either. It's like this workout ring. You know what I mean? Like you push it and it's got tension.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But that hooks up to the paddles, and so you can play on the Switch. It's for the Switch.
All right.
I'd be calling it right. You might say, "Oh, you're
no." The Switch is. I know what the Switch is.
No, yeah. So, but it goes. It's a accessory for the Switch that comes with the game. You know what I mean? So Santa got it.
That is awesome.
So Santa got it. So the kids are playing. I haven't played it yet. But.
Yeah, Logan, he got the Xbox S, so that him and I could still play together.
I saw somebody standing with the PS5 box.
No, that's an Xbox S.
Oh, that was I thought that was the PX.
No, it's all right.
That didn't come in yet?
The PS5?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been able to buy it, get it anywhere. So
you got it.
No, I only got I got the Xbox X and the S.
I was bragging to the kids. I was like, "This isn't dedicated to. We were talking about you."
Oh wow! Well, thank you.
Our family was talking about it. We love Joe, the finance guy.
Well, I appreciate that. Did you get
everybody in my family, yes, I did. Thank you. Everybody in my family, including my mother, knows who Joe, the finance guy, is. So we talk about you all the time. So I was saying, yeah, Joe, he was having trouble getting it, but he's dedicated dad, and he was on it like 2 hours, 3 hours a day trying to get this thing. He finally got it.
Yeah.
I guess
I get. Well, I got to give props out to Microsoft. Microsoft Microsoft sent it out on the 22nd. It was here Christmas Eve.
Oh, wow.
It got here Christmas Eve.
Where did they ship it from that it got here that fast?
Ontario, Canada, or not Ontario, Canada.
Ontario,
California. It was California.
Ontario is right next to me.
Right.
That's where I pick up my daughter.
That's where they shipped it. I mean, I'm sure there was a plant or whatever for Microsoft.
There's a huge Amazon and everything right there. Where I live in LA is not like we talked about. I don't live in Los Angeles proper. Right. I live outside of Los Angeles. I'm 50 miles away from downtown, basically. So where I live, though, we have all the big giant cement buildings, and you know what I mean, where they distribution centers.
Right.
All that stuff ships out from here.
Well, and then obviously that's where Microsoft is, because they shipped it from there and it got here. I mean, Christmas Eve. And I told my son already, I go like this, listen, I know you wanted this. You might not get, because we were all talking about it, because he knew I was looking for it.
Right.
I go, you're not going to get it till afterwards. And if not, so be it. I'm going to get it for you.
Yeah.
No problem, Dad. That's all right. And when it came, it was like a big surprise because he actually got it.
No, that's cool.
Then he also got a Twitch, not Twitch. He got his, like how you have your studio set up, like with the microphone and all that.
Yeah.
He did the same thing for his desk because he wants to start recording videos and twitching.
Yeah, why not?
And so with his computer,
We already know that, and I actually gave this advice to one of my friends. He's got a kid. He wants to grow his YouTube channel and stuff. I said, is he good at video games? Because I said, if he's good at video games and he's funny, which this kid is, I know this kid, I said, you can make a YouTube channel with millions of followers just playing these games.
Right.
Because you give away tips and tricks. And
I was talking about that when I was playing Overwatch yesterday. Yeah. We went into, because one of the guys was 34 that I was playing with. His name on there is Granny Panties. I won't give you his personal name because we connected.
Granny Panties is awesome.
Yeah. Well, we connected afterwards on Facebook because he wants me to. We were talking about Joe the finance guy, but we started talking about in like how video games have helped the older we get, because they found out I was 50, and they're going like this. You still play video games? And we had all ages in there. I mean, it was from 12 years old, which I swear the kid was 8. Hey, Damon. To me being 50, but we started talking about the articles and me doing the video.
Yeah.
The Overwatch video.
I want to do more of those with you, by the way.
Yeah.
I think
that was cool. That Overwatch video was awesome.
It was fun.
And they were watching it, but when we were in like intermission before we played. So, and you could hear it in the background. It was awesome.
Yes, we are touring the Batcave today.
Yep, we're touring the Batcave today.
After this story, we'll probably do it.
What?
After this story, we'll probably do it.
Yeah, we'll do it after the story. So, anyways, so then it comes Christmas Day. The kids come down. We got to sleep in too, which was awesome. We got to sleep in till 7.
7 o'clock. That's sleeping in.
Yeah, that was sleeping in. Because the kids are a little bit older, and
wait till you hear our story.
They're not
finish your story.
Not going down. But anyways, they went down. Everybody was happy. We had a great Thanksgiving. The grandkids came over about noon, 12:30. They opened up all theirs. It was great. So, but tell us about yours, and I'm getting you're telling us I'm getting the cell phone to StreamYard.
I'm gonna say the word Ben for short. Please don't be offended by that. I don't know how to say Ben's new. I don't know how to say your name. I don't want to butcher it. You can find a job through LinkedIn. It's actually one of the easier things to do these days, but there's a whole strategy to it, like what you got to do. Excuse me, I've got a sneeze coming on.
God bless you.
And then it went away. Isn't that funny? It was like to the point where I was not going to be able to hold it, and then it just disappeared. Okay, anyways, so here's what I want you to do. Go to projecthelpyougrow.com. I'll put it in the comments here, so you can just click on the link. It's my website, so it's a what I call a philanthropy website. It's completely free. But on it, I have written articles that give all kinds of advice. So what you want to do is go to the blog page and read the blog articles. And then I have a show series that I actually am not doing right now, but I'm going to bring back called Ask Ira's Job Seekers Q&A. I have answered all kinds of questions on that show. I even brought some industry experts on the show too. So it's kind of like a podcast in a sense. Anyways, it's called Ask Ira Job Seeker Q&A. Both can be found there. And again, it's 100% free. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to, pay. There is no way to pay. So go there, read the blogs. Then you can contact me through it if you have any specific questions. I can't address all your how to find a job, succinctly in this show because it's not what the show is about. But that's the resource for you. Okay. It's called projecthelpyougrow.com. It does work for everyone around the entire world and it is free. So Christmas Eve, about, I want to say 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. My wife and I are laying down because, Santa had done his thing and we're ready to go to bed so we could get up, not early, but early-ish. We're thinking 8 o'clock when we say that, okay? So already we're sleeping in, according to Joe Stepke. But as soon as we lay down, we hear this music outside our house. And it's turning on. Okay, that showed up, but I don't see anything there. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Don't put me on yet. Don't put it on yet. I just.
All right, but it's working. Just so you know.
Yep.
Okay, because I'm looking at your monitor.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I just put it down. So.
No, that's fine. Okay, so but it's nice. Excuse me. It's nice to know that it's working.
Yep.
Excuse me. I take a drink real quick. So we hear some music. It's not that big a deal. It's kind of like borderline. You know what I mean? Where it's not obnoxious if it's our next door neighbor, which it turned out to be. You know what I mean? Because if you have your music on, you can have it on a certain amount, and you're not being obnoxious with it. You're just listening to your music. So we decide to ignore it and just try to go to sleep. So I fall asleep because I could sleep through anything. My wife couldn't fall asleep. She wakes me up. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:15, something like that. She actually set off our alarm, our security system. And I couldn't get it off in time. So we actually had a reported alarm at 2 in the morning. It's great. It's always fun times. So anyway, so I get the alarm turned off. They have been drinking, obviously, because they've turned the music up now. It's louder. And you can hear the guy. He's singing along with the music at the top of his lungs. I'm like, okay. So I had to call the police, Like, you don't expect that on Christmas. It's really Christmas morning at that point, but it's Christmas Eve. You don't expect that at 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's right outside our bedroom.
Right.
Like, these guys are the rudest neighbors that we've ever had. And we've actually got a couple neighbors like that on our block that apparently they all think it's cool to just, at 2, 3 in the morning, crank up their stereo systems and sing along with their tequila sunrises. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But anyways, so we were really tired because I had to, I called the police. I had to get up and talk to the police now. You know what I mean? So I had to get up, get dressed and all that stuff. And it was a lot of fun. So anyways, it was a crazy Christmas morning, but my kids woke up during this. So they know, like, okay, mom and dad have had a rough night. We didn't start Christmas, I think, until 9 o'clock.
Wow.
And I've got a 6-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the coolest 6-year-old on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. My kid is awesome. So, and the others too, of course. I've got 8-year-old and 10-year-old and 12-year-old and 2 12-year-olds. I don't think of it. But anyways, you know what I mean? So that was our Christmas story. But
I got it's funny you had problems with your alarm. My wife and I are going to bed. Santa's done. And if there's a little feedback, I turned the volume down on my phone all the way, but
no, you're good. Yeah.
So anyways, we closed the door in the back. I just posted all the pictures of what we have, Ira, on Facebook. The alarm wasn't going on. And I was going, what the hell is wrong? And I'm getting upset. My blood pressure is going.
Like a window nut? closed or something?
No. Everything was closed. The one back door wasn't registering, and I kept thinking so I tried to call the alarm company. Nobody answers. And then I went like this. Oh my God, I forgot it takes batteries. I forgot there's a battery in the thing. So I took it down. We don't have that battery. It was a CR2. I don't have the battery. And I'm thinking, I think I could go out and find something. Jen's going, no, you can't. Well, hey, Paula. So then I licked the, like how you could lick the end of the batteries?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, whatever. It worked after I did that, I put it in, and then we got the battery yesterday. So
okay, so this is we deal with this every week. This is Antonio Jesus Carpez Firmino. I've got a blog for you that I want you to read. Okay, I finally wrote this down, Joe, in a blog, so that we can just share this from now on with everybody. Okay, here it is. It's right here. So you can just click on
I'm looking at both sides. Sorry, I'm looking.
That's okay. But from now on, here's the thing. I've given you guys instructions on how to make your photo like awesome. Okay. So that's the bonus. But this is the thing I want you to do. I want you to be seen. So I'm not trying to pick on you.
Are you talking about me?
Antonio. No.
Oh.
So Antonio right now, oops, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Dang it. So Antonio is this guy. See how it says LinkedIn user?
LinkedIn user, yep.
Right. The reason why that's happening is because you have here. I made this video too, by the way. So hang on a second. I'm gonna fast forward. So you can come in here now. Look, this is cool. You could come in here. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
So what you want to do is you want to go to where it says profile photo, edit your photo. You got to click on the little eyeball icon and then change it to where it says public. That will fix it. Okay. Now, if you want this video is located inside the blog, right? So you just come to this blog, LinkedIn photo guidelines, how to make a great first impression, and I'll teach you how to do it. Okay, inside the video. But you definitely want to be seen. That's why I wrote the article. I did that on Christmas Eve. That's how I spent my Christmas Eve. Anyways, but to fix things like, Merry Christmas, and then nobody sees you. They don't know who you are.
Right.
So that's what that's about.
Paula just put in there, like Jedi training was.
Speaking of my mother, there she is. And my mother is, okay, so I feel really bad. Obviously, my mom was supposed to be with me for Christmas. We planned this months ago. She was going to be here.
And because
we got COVID. My wife and I got COVID. Some of the kids got COVID. She couldn't come. So my sister, I have siblings, right? You know about Tim. Tim is my brother. My sisters don't really use LinkedIn. So I don't even know if my oldest sister, Carol, I don't know if she's even on LinkedIn. Carrie is, but she doesn't really use it. Anyways, so Carol lives in Minnesota. And Carol flew out. She got there yesterday. So my sister lives in the same town as my mom in Utah. So my sister Carrie had breakfast with my mom. She took her home. And then my sister then drove up to Salt Lake City to the airport to get my other sister. So then later that night for Christmas dinner, my mom was invited to our family friends dinner. And she didn't have any plans, obviously, because she was planning on being with me. So she says, sure. So she, she's got her little potluck thing and she walks in and they're all filming her, My sister's sitting there.
That is awesome.
You can see in the video, she's like, what the hell are you doing here? I thought that was great. I didn't know either. So I was out of the loop, but it's okay. It's awesome. I feel really happy for my mom. So there you go. That's my mom's Christmas story. She has a horrible son. She's like, well, if you didn't want to see me, you didn't have to get COVID. I told her to shut up. All right. Happy Boxing Day. I still don't understand the point of Boxing Day, but
at Boxing Day, you box up all the presents in the boxes and clean up after Christmas.
Is that what it is? It's not punching day.
See, I made that joke too, Nick. So Nick Dorsey, I know you're on.
It's repackaging.
I made that joke last week.
So it's a UPS holiday.
Well, I guess. I mean, something maybe.
All right. If you guys are here to see the Bat Cave, we are going to show you the Bat Cave.
All right. So you ready? You want me to go now?
Yeah, I'm gonna add it right now.
All right.
You ready? You're pointing at the screen. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Hang on. Why is it showing it?
Where'd you-
Oh, there it is.
All right. So
God, I can't.
I'm gonna mute me for
I'm gonna
on
mute me for on here.
Yeah.
All right, now I can hear you on the phone.
Oh, that is so cool. Hey, wait. I'm gonna remove you. Okay. I removed his other one just so we
Good.
can see this.
All right, so this is my office.
Man, how do you get any work done in there, dude? This is why you don't hit your quota.
Yeah, right.
Did you say $30 million in revenue this year? That is a
30
fat-
million in revenue.
That is a fat number, my friend. That's almost as
Thank
fat
you.
as me.
Oh, I don't mean to move too fast.
No, you're doing good. This is perfect. What's the big blue thing hanging from the ceiling?
I'll show you in a minute. I just want to put the figures back.
Oh, these are the new ones, yeah.
No, these are actually the old ones. New ones are still upstairs. And that's Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
It's a blow-up Spider-Man.
Little Ira, he's got to come, dude. His kid is never going to leave your house.
Up there, you can see that's a signed helmet, I believe, with Emmett Smith's signature on it.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
All right, well, and this is my Indiana Jones part of my outfit.
It's Indiana Joe.
Yep, Indiana Joe. And this is my Yoda cane.
Ooh.
It's
You
an
got so much
actual-
stuff. It's hard for us to even know what to look at. You have got so much stuff.
Yeah, and this is just in my office. I didn't even go out.
If you had to guess, okay, so give us a number. If you had to guess, how many pieces in total are we looking at here in this room?
Oh.
I mean, because it's in the
if I had
thousands.
to guess,
Yeah.
over 1,000. I mean,
Oh, I'm saying
2,000, 3,000. I mean, there's so many little things. I mean, you're talking
Right.
about
Now, like,
everything.
how
from
do you-
figures.
Do you actually have retail shelving up on your wall? You know what I mean?
No,
So how do you have them all hung up?
thumbtacks.
Okay, so they're thumbtacked through the little packaging holes.
Correct. All right, so
Okay.
we're gonna walk out
How big is this room that you're in?
20 by 20.
Okay, so behind you is 20 by 20.
Yeah, no, yeah. In my office where we do the show is 20 by 20. Where we're going out, it's probably
Yeah, but it's not as
40.
full. Is that Logan playing a video game right now?
Yeah, that's Logan playing video games.
I gotta see that chair. That looks like an awesome chair. That's one thing I'm thinking about buying myself a new chair.
Let you know they're watching you play video games right now.
So don't die, son.
He said, "Don't die."
Looks like he's in sniper mode, anyways.
Yeah, that's.
Are you a sniper? Are you a sniper, Logan? Are you the Overwatch?
Yeah, that's he. No, he's playing Call of Duty. Far Cry. He's playing Far Cry right now. Playing Far Cry. So then, if we pan over this way,
Yeah, that Hulk is awesome, bro.
yeah,
How
that's
can you not like?
one of the
How can you not like him more than Batman? That guy is so much better than Batman.
And then, hold on a minute. Yeah, he'd kill both.
Anyway,
Then one of my friends, Matt Huron's, he drew that.
What do you mean he drew it? He drew what?
He did that Ghostbusters.
Oh, it's inside a frame. Yeah,
right there.
That's the guy that did the picture of you and your wife as Batman and Catwoman? Or is that a different guy?
You'll see it when we go by.
Ooh, I see Wolverine.
You'll see it in a minute.
I see Batman.
This is one.
This is like being in a movie theater.
One of my arcade machines. It's not turned on because Yeah, a little
It's
bit.
it's
But
excellent.
anyways, yeah, we've got Star Wars thing.
All right, if you guys have
Bat
questions about the Batcave, I'm just sitting here watching. If you guys have questions, let me know. Okay, so let's see. Hang on. What do we got here? We got Paula Goodman, something. I don't know. It is a museum. It's like a museum. I don't know. Yeah. It's like being at one of these. This is more interesting to me than the
same,
gold and silver store in Vegas. You never watched the Pawn Stars? I've been to that shop.
Stars, yeah,
I've been to that shop like 5 times. It's not that exciting. Your basement is more exciting than the Pawn Stars. It's called Gold and Silver Store or shop. But anyways.
Well, remember the guy I told you that did the Ghostbusters one? He also did this. And you've seen this before too.
That's the one I'm familiar. That's the one I'm familiar with. He did an awesome job on that. So that's where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will I lend you some? No.
No. No, he will not. He's a nice guy, but
maybe a finger or two.
So
this is some of the statues that I have. They're little miniature statues. This is the one with the Bat family, and Bat family is close to us because I'm Batman and my wife's Catwoman.
We do have our buddy Nick Dorsey on with us now. Good morning, Nick. We were talking about you earlier.
And then this is my other suit.
So how many
Dark Claw suit?
How many of these suits do you have? I just knew about the new one.
No, I have 1, 2.
What game is that, by the way?
3, 4, 5, 6.
You have 6 different outfits.
All types. Yep. It says Galaga.
Oh, I like that game.
It has
I know
all
that
types of games on here. Yeah, it has all of them, like Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Galaga.
How long have you had this video game?
This one I've had for Logan. How long have we had the video arcade? 2 years?
Oh, that's not that long. What did that cost?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Do you remember what that cost?
My wife Arcade 911, and I think it was about 1,000.
My wife would kill me, dude. There's a neighbor down the street though. His garage is set up like an arcade, so all the time his doors up, and you can see him in there playing pinball games and arcade games. I would love it, but my wife would kill me. First of all, I'd have to clean out my garage because my garage is like a hoarder room. Beware of rhino. What does that mean?
Well, and that's what this is. And then when you come around a little bit, this is one of my friends and best friend for the past 20 years, Michael Bennett. He's the CEO of Buddies. This is like pictures of me and him. He was.
We can't really see
headquarters, and
it froze up.
My wife, kids. It's just stuff that. What?
It had frozen up a little bit. I don't even remember, Nick. It was something.
Right, well, I'm coming back around. Maybe it'll.
Yeah, you might be a little far from your.
This is like another set of figures.
I like how you have like different sections dedicated to different things. That's kind of cool. I didn't see the Superman section yet.
This is right here. This is a slot machine.
Yeah, I grew up in Vegas. I'm used to those.
It's an it's a Marvel.
Is there a
slot machine.
Is there a Superman
on it because we won? No.
Why not? No Clark Kent. Superman.
Are you talking about figure? Yeah, I got figure.
No, I'm talking. Where's the Superman stuff? Oh, there he is. See, now we can be friends. Look at you. You make me cry.
He's right next to like where Batman is, but Batman's on top, Superman's on the bottom.
Well, I would expect nothing less from you.
But at least he's represented. That's a statue of
in the room, right?
Still in the box.
Yeah,
let's see.
You have 2 big Hulks. That's the second one I saw.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a Captain America.
Iron Man. I got
Captain
America shield. I got Star-Lord's
Do I
helmet.
get bonus points for knowing what that was?
What? Captain
The
America's
Captain
shield?
America shield, right? Yeah, I picked that out.
Yeah, you get points. Good job.
Thanks.
Do you know what this is?
What are you talking about? The stick
That's
thing?
Lucille from The Walking Dead. It's a bat. It's Lucille
Oh,
from The
that's
Walking Dead.
yeah. You and I've talked about. Oh wait, maybe not. Is that the girl?
Yeah,
That the
The
girl?
Walking Dead.
I think I got her mixed up. Actually, I was thinking about the girl with the
No,
red.
Lucille is the name of the bat
Yeah, no.
because
I've never watched The Walking Dead.
yeah,
Never
just
seen an
anyway.
episode. I've never seen the tiger.
This thing, one of my retailers got that for me.
What is it?
It's like a big Batman type Imaginext body armor suit or whatever.
I got you.
Coolest thing.
The thing, you know, the thing about Batman,
And then I
'cause
got
he doesn't have any superpowers. He's got to have all these toys. I got you.
exactly. And
Yeah.
then I got the Infinity Gauntlet with
Oh, he's got all the fancy
stones.
stones. Yeah, I called those rings the other day, and you got mad at me.
I got the this is actually from the movie. It's a movie prop from
looks
the
like shower head.
first movie, Iron Man.
It looks like a shower head.
No, it's the arc reactor.
It's got
For
six
Iron
different stages of stream. Yeah.
That's the helmet. This was from Deadpool 2.
We can't see it.
Let me
We're
see.
looking at the helmet. We're looking at Tony
on,
Stark.
I'll show you.
Oh, look at me, Tony Stark. Did I get it right? Tony Stark.
That's actually from Deadpool 2. It's a replica. What?
I'm proud of myself. I said Tony Stark. That's his name, right? The guy from Iron Man.
All right. Hold on, I'll back up and then yeah, all the figures on the walls out here. It's like my back cave threw up.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah, you're. You know what
that
that's like.
concludes-
That's like the poison ivy is spreading out.
Yep. All right, bring
I
it
mean-
back to the other one.
It's definitely saturated. It's definitely saturated. It doesn't matter. I killed it. Oh, I got you on mute. Hang on. All right, you got to unmute your mic.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, let me plug this thing back in.
What does your wife think about all that? Does she come down there and go, "I can't stand it," or is she cool with it?
She's cool with it. She doesn't care. Let me show you what my wife. I got a story for you. Let me show you what I got my wife for Christmas.
Oh, we should do that. Yeah.
So when she was younger, first off, her family and them, they were doing Secret Santa stuff. And her sister Linda sent her Gem. And I don't know if you remember Gem or whatever from Gem was a rocker or whatever. And she goes, "You like Gem?" And she goes, "No, I didn't. You like Gem. I like Barbie and the rockers." And she was just so against Gem. And so my other sister-in-law, Barb, said, "You should get this for her." And so
You know Marilyn, by the way? Do you know who this is?
I don't know.
Marilyn's one of my buddies.
Maybe I do. I'm trying to think.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do because you and I have been friends longer, so I'm sure you've seen it. Anyways, it's okay.
Marilyn, if you're not connected with me, connect with me, please. But anyway, so my other sister-in-law said I should get it for her. So I did. I got her one brand new in the box from
That's her present. No, that's not
her presents.
How many presents did you get your wife?
Oh,
Do you guys set a budget? Do you talk about it beforehand and go, "Okay, we're going to spend $500 each"?
No.
Year? You just get whatever.
we just did whatever.
So I've done that for years, where I would tell my wife a number and then I would blow right by it. But she started to get wise to me, so then I had to be careful. You know what I mean? Because it's like sometimes money's tight.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So anyway, so we set a figure. So this year she comes to me and she goes, how much do you want to spend? And I had a figure in my mind that was like a lot lower than what her opening bid was like. And I didn't want to tell her, like, I was thinking $50 or $100.
Oh my God. No. Now I'm horrible at gift giving, Ira, for my wife. And it's like
coming up with the ideas hard. Is that what you mean?
No, I think it's just not coming up with the idea. I think something's cool, and she might not think that for her.
I totally get you there.
I'll give you an example. Our anniversary is coming up. It's January 1st is our anniversary.
You were married on the first day of the year?
Yeah, first day of the year. We got married January 1st, 2000. And with that being said, we'll be together for 21 years, or married 21 years, together for 23, because our official dating date was 9/8/98. Pretty cool. September 8th, 1998.
Our marriages aren't that far apart. I was married June 23rd, 2000.
Yeah. And when we got married, it was a small wedding or whatever, but I love like how every year there's something like, the first year is bronze or something like that, or
paper and wood and all that stuff.
So I followed that, and it was, hey Erica, it was terrible, because I remember one year was copper, and I gave her like so many pennies in a card, and I was just trying to do it just to be cute, and it just turns out more like, God, how cheap can you be? But I thought it was cool finding each of the stuff every year to do. I just thought it was romantic doing something like every year and doing something stupid like that.
Are you romantic? I think so.
I think so in my own mind. My wife would tell you no. But I think I am. It just depends. Her and I've been together she's my best friend. She's it's a little bit, I like joking around with her and doing everything, and we just mesh like that. However, I don't know if I'm that. In her mind, she says no. In my mind, I think I am, because I like doing special little things. But my wife does not like spending a lot of money on her. Her idea of a date is Steak and Shake. And she just doesn't like it. However,
Steak and Shake is based out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. I did not know. I thought it was Chicago, but I don't follow up on it.
So I used to call on them. It was one of my clients.
Really?
Yep. Steak and Shake.
Yeah,
and there's another company that I used to call on that was based out of San Antonio, Texas. So, I thought I'm gonna feel really good about my chances of winning this business. But the company that they used to manage their printing was based out of Indianapolis, working for Steak and Shake. So they wanted to just emulate them. So it was like, man, it's tough. Usually, wherever the corporate headquarters are, usually for a company, that's usually the print company that has the advantage, because you can meet locally with the management teams. But in this one case, it was like, well, why do I have to go to Indianapolis to meet with you guys when you're based here?
Right.
Anyway, sorry to get off track, but
no, that's all right. So
I like Steak and Shake, just for the record, because I like the shake.
I do too. It's good stuff. Just not so much that I don't eat it that much now. But anyways, that's my wife. But this year, she was complaining about her phone that we got her, I think 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And she's been complaining about it, that it's not the same or whatever. And so I got her a new phone.
What phone did you get her?
The Google, the G4 or something like that.
I don't know anything about the Google phones, yeah.
Yeah, I got her the Google phone because she wanted something with Gmail and something that would hold her pictures and everything else. So I got the Google phone. So, which she should like that. And she's an admin of a couple groups. She does cricket stuff and
does she like it? Does she like it?
She just got it, so
she doesn't She doesn't hate it yet.
No. I'll let you know in a week.
Nah.
She did get an iPad for drawing for her and my daughter, for doing designs.
So she's gonna toggle back and forth between Apple and Android.
Well, that's the thing. She likes Android. She hates Apple, but she wanted the iPad for drawing.
Yeah, it's funny. I like it, the Apple iPhone. I really do. But I'm not a fan of the iPad. So I use on my design stuff, I don't use Apple products. Okay. I have a Windows-based computer, right? So I have a Dell computer, all Windows stuff, but my phone is an iPhone, and I really love my iPhone. But I have, for my tablet, I don't have a iPad because I don't like it. And frankly, it boils down to this. It boils down to I want to be able to just like plug the damn thing in and have it communicate without having to go through Apple's brain.
Right.
What makes it annoying to me. Like if they would open it up and let it work like a regular computer, then it would take away my frustrations. But that's my big thing.
He was asking me questions yesterday, and I go like this, I don't know. I don't use an iPad. I go, and not for that. And then she started asking me questions on the Android, and I go like this, I don't know. So she figured everything out herself. I got the Apple Watch, and I haven't even plugged that thing in. She took it out of the box yet. Nothing.
So she bought that for you, or did you want it?
Oh, no. I'm Sarah.
You wanted it. Okay. So because my kids were teasing me last night about getting one, and I was like, I don't know what I would do with it. Like, what is it? Because I have a smartphone, I have a tablet, I have a computer. Like, what would I do on the iPhone that I'm not already doing? Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's probably something like it could monitor my health or something. Maybe.
Are you talking about the watch or the phone? You have an iPhone.
No. I'm sorry, not the iPhone. I'm talking about the iWatch.
I was listening now since Nick and I were on that thing today. I think
health stuff,
and I'm opening it up right now here live on there.
There you go. Yeah, breaking news.
Yeah, breaking right now. I'm doing it on here. So
all right, well, you're doing that. So for Christmas this year, my wife, she really wanted. This is for me, like it's kind of embarrassing, but my wife likes homemaker stuff. Like that's what she wants. So one year, I told you this, I think, before this story. This was a long time ago. It was like 2002 or something, a long time ago, maybe even 2001. She wanted to, she needed a sewing machine. I'm going to say she wanted one. She needed one. Her sewing machine was from like the 70s, right? So it was old, falling apart. The box was falling apart. I mean, just the whole thing. So I go to, I think it was a Walmart at the time. I don't know. I buy her one, which I almost bought her something that's like a sewing machine, but not a sewing machine. If anybody out there sews, they probably know what I'm talking about. But I had no idea. I was lost. I got some help. I bought a sewing machine. I bring it home. I'm walking in with the thing, and I tell her, "You're never going to guess what I got you, because who the hell would guess sewing machine?" You know what I mean? My wife looks at that box and goes, "Oh, you bought me a sewing machine, huh?"
And was she? And she wasn't happy, if I remember.
And I was like, "You say what?"
She wasn't happy.
No, she was ecstatic, but I was happy because she guessed what I bought her.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
How the heck? No, I mean, that's the stuff that my wife wants. You know what I mean? It's like, I know there's people out there who say, if you buy your wife cleaning whatever, you're going to be offended or pissed off. It's like, no, you know what? My wife looks at it the other way. She goes, that's how I spend my time. So you buying me tools to make my life easier. That's how my wife sees it. My wife wanted to be a homemaker when she was a kid. You know what I mean? That's the stuff. So anyways, this year, long story short, my wife has on her Amazon list like 3 things. And one of them is $700 Zumba thing. You know what that is? The iRobot?
Yeah.
It like goes around the floor and sweeps the floor up. How exciting is that? I don't know. Not for me. But that's what my wife really wanted. So even though in my mind, I was thinking my budget was going to be $100. You know, I lost my job this year, people. You know what I mean? So I was thinking, let's go cheaper. My wife was like, no, I want a $700 Zumba. So she comes in here and she goes, and this was like November something. Anyways, she's like, So, what do you want to do for budget for Christmas this year? 250, 500? And I was like, I didn't even answer her. For the first time in my, I just shirked the question. I'm like, I don't know. That's what I said. I said, I don't know. Because I looked at her list and I go, what am I going to do? This is what she wants. Am I going to be cheap and buy like a shark thing that's half price, but it's a knockoff? You know what I mean? So I had to do it. I bought her the iRobot thing. Anyways, what she got me, which is pretty cool. I wanted one. We have a big screen TV, but the big screen TVs these days, the speakers suck. Like it's almost like you can't even hear it. So I'm sitting here in this house trying to hear. The way our home is set up, we have a downstairs and upstairs. We don't have a basement, but we have two stories. Well, if you're in the downstairs, you could pretty much, it's like an echo chamber. You could hear everything from everywhere. So, like if my kids are doing the dishes, you really can't watch TV because you can't hear it. It's annoying. Or if somebody's running a vacuum cleaner, or my son's playing the piano, whatever. You know what I mean? So what I really wanted was a sound bar. So my wife got me a sound bar and a subwoofer. So now I'm going to have to be careful with our remote because they're going to all be upstairs complaining that daddy's rocking out to the TV.
Dad's rocking out to the TV.
Yeah. Well, I'm a musician. I love noise, like when it's appropriate. You know what I mean? So when I'm into the music, I'll turn it up. I'll crank that sucker. I play the drums, just in case anybody's curious.
You're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm still here. Although I can see your tricep. It's kind of funny. Because it froze. You're obviously not. Yeah, it froze on your tricep for like a minute.
All right, good. Well, I got to plug in the Apple phone, so I'll wait. Or the
iWatch thing.
Yeah, I got to
plug
plug it in.
Because that's my question with that. Like, I mean, I know it's kind of a status symbol thing too, which, I mean, I don't know. But it would be nice to be able to, check without always carrying my phone, because sometimes you don't have pockets or whatever. So I could see a few, like, I can see some things where it would be advantageous. I just don't know if it's advantageous enough for me, but maybe the health thing is enough, because that is, as we all know, on my list of things to do. And I was feeling pretty good, Joe. I was at 201. My goal for ending December is 200 or less. Remember, because I was pushing 210, and mid-November I made my goals for 2021, and I said I want to be at 190 by the end of June, and I want to be at 180 or less by the end of December 2021. So I said if I could get down to 200 by the end of December, that would be a good starting, entry point for me to stay on track. So the health stuff is very important to me. I'm not right.
That's why I got it.
Yeah, I'm not being flippant about it. So maybe maybe that's the reason why I should get it, because it can monitor me all day long.
Right. And that's why I want it. I want the heart rate, everything else. I think that'll be good for it. When I was talking with Nick and them today, that's what they were talking about. It was about the heart rates and stuff. So I would rather do it for that.
I missed it. Paula's taking off. Bye, Paula.
Bye, Paula.
This is Byron. Byron, I have written an article. Here, I'm just going to share it again real quick. I've written an article here on this is on Bowman Digital Media. I'll share it one more time. What's going on is on your profile, you've got to make an adjustment. So on your profile, you want to go to the picture, edit the photo, go to where you have the little eyeball icon, and change that to public. Okay. And if you read this article, then it will show you how to do it. And if you don't want to read it, I'll actually just show you in the video. Okay. Watch the video inside the article. All right. Follow me on YouTube. Everybody subscribe to my channel. My goal for the end of next year is to hit 15,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of 2021. I've got a long way to go because I'm at 6,300 subscribers on YouTube. So I got
oh my God, you passed me.
Well, I'm actually growing on all my channels. My Instagram is at 7,500, and my Pinterest is at 2,200, and my Twitter's pushing 3,000. So I'm growing all over the place. I've been having trouble for whatever reason on LinkedIn with some momentum, and I have actually I have a few ideas about why that's happening, because it's not just happening to me, it's happening across the board. LinkedIn has tightened the screws down. So it's like, okay, well, if LinkedIn's going to be kind of a jerk about this whole thing and restrict people's growth, then I'm going to focus on all the other channels and build my overall social media.
Right.
So I've added over 20,000 followers in the last couple months. It just hasn't been all on LinkedIn like a normal month would be, where I was growing by 10 to 12,000 people per month on LinkedIn. So I wasn't.
Why did LinkedIn do that? I guess. No, I know I'm not.
I can tell you the exact reason. Honestly, it comes down to money. Pay to play is the answer. They want you to pay.
Pay what?
They want you to pay for the premium services. They want you to pay for advertising, for boosting your posts.
Wow.
Well, all the platforms that's how they make money. There's LinkedIn ads. There's, the cost per click, the CPC is a big deal. So if they take away the right for you to, or the advantage of the organic growth, that they don't make it so easy for you to be seen, then there are a lot of people who will go, okay, well, then I'll pay for that visibility. That's what they're doing.
Wow. All right. Then I guess I need to start doing the other stuff too.
Yeah. That's the thing that I've been trying to tell my clients. It's like, look, let's not just focus on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is our favorite, obviously, but it's not the only game in town.
Do you know, I did get something. My oldest daughter, she gave me, it came from my grandkids and the dog. I don't know why the dog was on there, but it was. So anyways, there was
I have a premium account too, Erica. I pay for premium.
And I do. I have a premium. But anyways, I have this book. It's called 75 Great Success Stories. And it was about each one. It's a little snippet in each one. I go like this, my God, I could do a post about that every day. Just one a day. And then they also got me a blog planner. And I go, God, that is so cool. Thank you very much. I will use it.
I want to talk to you about that, because that's actually something that I've started to do. I've started to write a blog a day. Mm-hmm. Now, it's a little bit hard to follow my blogs because I write blogs for some of my clients, and I have Project Help You Grow, and I have Bowman Digital Media, and I have irabowman.com. So you can find, and I have a blogger account too, by the way. So just blogger.net. You can find me all over on blogs. So one of the things that we offer on Bowman Digital Media for people who need it, if you need a blog written, we actually do that, offer that service. And then if you need the blog posted because you don't have a post site, then we do that as well. So, but a blogger planner is something that could come in handy for a guy like me.
Yep.
I've got all these different articles that I'm writing. Excuse me, but that was part of the challenge while I was sick. With the COVID, like I had the foggy brain, I couldn't write. It was so weird for the first time in my adult life, like, because I'm fairly creative, as you know, and so I write a lot, and I just wasn't able to write. So I didn't like that. I guess that's like, if you're good at basketball or something and you go out there and you can't make a shot.
You lost your mojo for a little bit.
Yeah, I lost it. And I didn't like it, but I got it back.
What happened?
Yeah.
Ira, I know you probably used to hearing this. It's all right. It happens to everyone.
Shut up. I don't even like you.
That was funny.
Okay, so I asked the audience in the show description, holiday coffee. Let's talk about this for a minute. I don't drink holiday coffee, but I know a lot of people do. Santa brought everybody in my family Starbucks gift cards. So I will be going to Starbucks. In fact, I think I'm going to be going to Starbucks more than once, which for some of you, that's like an everyday deal. So
my daughter works there.
You're like big deal. My son actually is thinking about getting a job there. because there's a Starbucks not too far away. But the question is, what do you order? What do you order when you go there? Like, do you get black coffee? Because I drink black coffee. The world knows it, right? So, but when I go to Starbucks, I don't typically order black coffee. Why? Because I don't like their coffee. Am I a coffee snob? No, I just don't like really acidic coffee. So what is it that you order when you go to Starbucks, or what's your holiday?
Mine's caramel frappuccino.
See, I could do one of those.
I like it. I mean, caramel is not good for your blood pressure or whatever, but I like caramel frappuccinos, and I don't have it every day. I'm not a coffee drinker. Jen is. See you later, Damon.
Later, Damon. Damon's my partner on Exit Your Way. I gotta start giving them more of a shout out. Exit Your Way is an amazing company, and a lot of people just think of us as brokers. We sell businesses, and we do. We help people buy businesses too, by the way. So if you're buying or selling a business, we help. But we do far more than that. A lot of our clients don't start out as looking to sell their business. They actually start with us because they want to get more from their business while they run it. For example, right now, one of the hottest things, people are trying to step up their e-commerce or step into their e-commerce game. It's like, hey, if you run a business and for the life of you, for the longest time, your sales team was a face-to-face traditional sales team, and you guys were getting all your sales that way. You probably didn't ever develop your e-commerce because you didn't need to, and I get it. And we have clients like that. So what are you doing right now? Your sales team can't go make calls face-to-face. Well, Exit Your Way. We're working with companies turning on their e-commerce station. In fact, one of Damon's clients, I think this was just last month, they had to turn the e-commerce off for a minute because all of a sudden they were getting orders faster than they could fulfill the orders, which is go from not enough orders to, oh my God, we have so many coming in right now that we can't keep up. We need to turn it off so we don't, create this giant bottleneck. Now we have obviously management systems that we can put in place to help increase production too. With scalability, that's a big part of it. But that's a great problem to have, and that just happened. No e-commerce, not enough orders coming in. Is the business going to sustain itself? You got to turn the orders down because we need to catch up. That's what we do at Exit Your Way. It's just one of the things we help people with. All kinds of stuff, from getting certified valuations. How much is your business worth? And there's all kinds of different reasons why you need that.
I was talking to one of my friends. He's one of my retailers, Brian Peters, and he owns Home Appliance Solutions, and in there and stuff, owner of it, and he's growing his business, and he wanted to talk to like-minded individuals, and he wanted to talk about, well, what can ASEMA, and by the way, all the rights and opinion, or all the opinions and ideas.
I talked about Joe, the finance guy, today. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
All the opinions
here.
Ira and Joe, not ASEMA credit,
right?
Which the big news was SEMA credit.
Yeah, they got that Rent-A-Center purchased them for $1.6 billion. Wow. So, anyways, let me get back to the point, and that just shows how good ASEMA is. Thank you. And Joe, the finance guy, please use me.
Joe, the finance guy, is the number one seller for ASEMA credit, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the highest, $30 million funded this year so far, and yeah, I was higher.
I still bust his chops because he could do more.
I probably could.
You could.
So, anyways, Brian asked me, he goes, he wanted to get in and talk to some people, like, what can ASEMA do for him, and he goes, and he likes talking to business-minded individuals. I go, you know what? I know a guy.
Yeah.
And I go like this, Damon, I said Damon Patuska, and I go, he would be perfect. And I go, he's part of Exit Your Way. And then I was thinking about the board thing with Kelly, like all the people on there, like from Adam to, everybody on there. I go, there's so many people I could connect you with that when I get back from vacation on the 4th, I go, if you want me to do it right now, but if you could wait till the 4th, let me connect you with all these people, and I can I mean, this can help you and you could talk to other people. And I said, Damon, because of the Exit Your Way, I go, they don't just do it to sell businesses, they do it to help grow businesses too.
Well, and we do it for relationships.
Right.
Look, what you're talking about is a secret to Ira Bowman's growth, and it has been for years. And this is the funniest thing. I still get asked every day, why do I need to build a big network? Which to me, that question is so silly. Like, why would it hurt you?
Right.
How could it possibly hurt you to know more people? But the great thing about building this network up, you can become what I call myself, super connector. You can become a super connector, and that is helpful for you because look, when someone says, hey, I need help doing XYZ, and you can plug them into somebody who does that, you don't think that they don't appreciate that? Like, that's a huge thing, and you didn't get anything from it.
Right.
But guess what? Now they're paying attention to what you do. And when someone says, hey, I need somebody who does what you do, they're going to jump out of their chair to send them to you, Joe, the finance guy.
I know. When
I opened my business, when I opened Bowman Digital Media, I mean, you know, because you were there from the very beginning. But what has happened is I do, full disclosure, I did start for the very first month for December. I turned on my own Google ads. But 99% of my business is coming from referrals. 99% of it is coming from people. I
refer at least 2 or 3 people a month to you.
Yeah, I'm getting new clients every month from my friends sending me, folks. It's like, people keep going, well, how do you keep growing? I've grown. I've paid every bill that I've had since, I launched. Wow. And from the very first month, I have never run negative numbers on Bowman Digital Media. It's always been, positive. And the positive bit has been enough to pay my bills. Why? Because I'm doing what you just said, and I've been doing that for years. It's like, just connect people. Just connect people. What's in it for you? What's in it for you is you're building your...
Right. The more people you serve, the more money you make.
Yeah.
Directly and or indirectly.
Yeah, you don't have to make a penny from any of your friends. Like, your friends don't have to buy from you ever. Right. You don't have to sell them. All you have to do is be a human being who pays attention to what other people do. Yep. And then when you hear somebody who needs what that person does, send them that way.
I've also had, like, I had somebody come to me and go like, listen, if you help me and stuff like that, I'll give you like a referral fee or whatever. Right. I don't want it. I
say that every day too. People keep saying, hey, I'll send you a finder's fee. I'll send you a referral fee. I'm like, no, man. All I want is if you ever know somebody who needs what I do, please send them my money. Let me make money doing what I do. You make doing what you do. And if you never send me anything other than referrals, I will love you forever. And you know what I mean? I appreciate it. And trust me, I pay attention who sends me referrals.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I will say. There is not a cosmic scoreboard in me. Like, if you do me wrong, I'm gonna let karma do its thing. You know what I mean? You reap what you sow in this world. So if you want to be a bad guy and talk trash about Ira, guess what? I hear about it, but I'm not coming after you. The vengeance is the Lord's, not mine. So, but where I do keep score, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like Erica Warfield, she's on here. That lady has sent me clients. You've sent me clients. You know what I mean? These are the people that there was an opportunity to kick me or help me, decided to help me. You know what I mean? I will never forget that.
I did. I actually felt bad, though, when I was doing it. Like when I look back on it, my wife goes, I cannot believe you did that. I go, listen, he was going to have more free time. I might as well just get him to do my website. He's the one that told me to do it. Remember, you did before anything happened. You go, Joe, I'll do your website for you. We agreed on the price, stuff like that, and we just never followed through with it because you had a job, you were working, and then, well, you got to think of the glass half full, Ira.
Everything works out for a reason,
right? And my website looks amazing. It does look amazing.
I love your website, man. I really do. If somebody had told me going into 2020 that I was going to get fired, I would have laughed at their face because I was selling. Right. I had just moved from a company that I loved to another company that I had previously worked for with the intention of retiring.
Right.
I left the Bay Area. The reason why I left the job I was at was not because I didn't love the job or the company. We've talked about that owner.
Right.
That owner is
Great.
the best owner I've ever worked for.
Right.
Right. And it's not even close. The guy treats his employees like
Gold.
They're precious. Right. And my family loves their family. In fact, he just had a birthday. And it's like, I'm on there wishing him happy birthday. My wife and his wife are still friends, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So there's no animosity there. But I came back to a company that I worked for before. They're the largest print company of its type in the world. It's not even close, right? Largest reprographics company in the world. And I was in a territory that there's all kinds of people to call on. Hello, this is LA, right? Yeah. So I didn't have any lack of customers potential or any of that stuff. If COVID hadn't happened, I'd still be there. No doubt about it. Right. They wanted me to retire there. I came here to retire. Like my family has moving fatigue. We've lived in a few places if you're paying attention. Right. So it's like, we're done with all that. We just want to stay put. So 2020, my intention for 2020 was to just build that foundation layer of clients here. Because I'm not from LA. So I had to 2020 was just about meeting as many people, joining as many, I was joining networks. I was, joining groups. I was doing all that stuff to meet people. But I was working on big deals. I had 2 $100,000 sales, which for a print rep, that's a good size order.
Right.
Right. So I had 2 $100,000 deals in the works that were more likely to happen than not. So, you know what I mean? You could put a percentage on them, whatever you want. But I was expecting a PO for one any day. That's where we were at. I was working on another deal that could have turned into something for the county of Riverside. You and I talked about this before. Yeah. It was English, Spanish, and that was for all their facilities. So who knows what that, and that's not even one of the $100,000 deals. That's something separate. So I had everything, plus I have my social media presence, obviously, right? So all that, my boss had told me several times that I was he's like, don't worry about it, man. You're good. Anyways, that obviously didn't work out to be true.
Right.
But going into 2020, my mentality was not launch my own business. It was, you know what I mean? I didn't have any goals for any of this stuff. My goals were all rock and roll for ARC, and let's start. Let's get that foundation layer set. That's all I was thinking about.
And then guess what ended up happening? You pivoted.
But there was another.
I remember being on that call, and I go like that, and when you were on, because I was on there listening.
Well, we were talking before my boss called, and I thought it was going to be like a 30-second or 60-second call, and just hang on a second because this will be quick. I didn't realize I was about to be furloughed.
Right?
Because I didn't know what that word meant. You know what I mean? I had to look that up. What does that mean? You have a job, but you don't get paid. What's the point of that?
Well, and the other thing is, instead of taking, and I said sorry, and I remember saying, why don't you just take the weekend? You took the night. You just took the night, and you knew what you were going to do.
Yeah,
you picked yourself up. I mean, you're talking about an inspiration where when somebody kicks you, you didn't just fall down and lay there. You actually brushed yourself off, got back up, and thought of something else. And I would love to say, most of us, I know it's in my character. I do the same thing. If something happens, I'm just not going to fall down and go let it happen. I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to find a way to win.
Well, that's the fighter mentality.
Right. And so, and I think in my mind, everybody has that. But I've also seen not a lot of people have that.
I think a lot less people have it anymore than used to.
Right.
I actually think our societal culture, I don't know how to say that properly because I'm not a psychologist, but anyways, there's an expression for it. The mentality has become a lot softer.
Right.
Where people are, they have more entitlement and less of a work ethic. It's no, I deserve this break, or I deserve this, whatever. And it's why? Companies don't start. I've tried to explain this to people with Project Help You Grow for years, because, this entitlement mentality is a dangerous one to have. Like, why do you deserve, $50 an hour? You know what I mean? What is it? What makes you think that the company is there to pay your benefits?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a business there to make a profit.
Right. They're there to make a profit. And if you're not hustling for that business, what makes you think they should be out there hustling for you?
Right. They didn't.
And that's just my.
They didn't create their business to hire you either.
Right.
I mean, like, Bowman Digital Media wasn't created so that I could hire people. Now, eventually I will be hiring staff, right? If all goes to plan. Right now, I pay people fractionally to help me when needed. So I already do have, quote unquote, a virtual staff that assists me on projects when I need it. But I don't have any full-time employees other than myself. And I'm not even technically a full-time employee because I don't pay myself benefits and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I get what's left. All the expenses are paid. Okay, here's what's left. And then I can pay my power bill. You know what I mean? But for me, back to the super connectors, right? If you will do what I've said to do, just help point people in the right direction, meet more people, get to know them, not because you want to sell them something. This is the part where people make the mistake with social media. They go straight to
because you want to know them.
Right.
You get to know them. You become friends. Listen, did I ever know in 2017 when we connected that we would be doing this and you would help me?
Yeah.
No, I think I asked you a question back then, like for help on something, but we connected. Same thing with Damon. Same thing with Erica. I didn't expect anything out of anybody. It forged relationships. Paula, Nick, Tina. There's so many.
And how does that happen? Let's just break it down for people who don't understand this, because we're in overtime anyways.
Right.
And we have like 7 people watching this at the moment. So if you stayed, here's your
nugget.
Yeah. Here's your pearly wisdom for the day. And this can change your life. I make a living on social media. Never had before. I make my living this way. Okay. All you do is you treat people like people. It's so simple. So instead of when you meet somebody asking them,
where do you work?
Or
would you like to buy my stuff?
Would you like to buy my stuff? Stop it. Don't ever. Like, look, if you become friends with people, they will start to inquire about what you do.
They'll be more cheerleaders.
They will ask you, but they'll start the conversation for you. Be like, hey, by the way, what is it that you even do? So the challenge that I have for all of you when you meet new people on social media is to shut the hell up about yourself. Don't talk about you. Talk about them. Ask them questions. Find out about what they do. Show them, that you can participate in conversations that have nothing to do with you, where you're the cheerleader, where you're supporting them. Because, oh my goodness, if you ever want to make friends with anybody in this world, just talk about them. I don't give a rip about 99% of the stuff behind Joe Stepke. I really don't. But I know Joe Stepke does, and I will talk to him about any of it. And I will pay attention. I will try to learn, recall. I was very proud that I remembered Tony Stark's name, and you didn't even acknowledge that, but that's okay. Tony Stark, Iron Man, right? That's his name. Isn't that his name?
Yeah, it would be terrible. Never mind. Anyway,
did I get that? But I get that right? I think I did.
Yeah, you got it right. You got it right. And I hope every other American or anybody else in the world would get that right.
Really?
Yeah. Never mind, Ira. We'll talk about that another time. I don't even want to talk about that.
Who's the quarterback for the Raiders? Tell me, who's the quarterback for the Raiders? Did you know?
I don't know. The guy that throws that football thing. I don't know.
Every American in the world should know.
No, you cannot compare Raiders to any Marvel. Hell no.
Oh, the Raider Nation. There's more Raider fans than there are Marvel fans.
No, you're talking about a state versus worldwide.
Raider Nation is global, my friend. Global. We're the bad boys of the NFL. There's other people that want to be like the.
My God, who's the quarterback for the Raiders?
Raiders.
Who would know that?
Erica said a loser.
I mean,
technically not even true.
And if I had to answer, it's probably Derek Carr.
It is Derek Carr.
But
why didn't you get that in the first place?
Man, that's pretty damn good, huh?
You just Googled it.
No.
It is Derek Carr. How did you know?
Oh, I actually held down Siri and talked into it. Who's the quarterback for the Raiders? And it came up. God, I love that thing. God, that's why I like iPhone.
Do you know? I find it really funny that Cowboys fans ever talk smack, because the Cowboys, they actually are losers this year. Like, you know what I mean? The record.
I like the Bears and the Cowboys. You do know that, right?
The Bears are better. The Bears are better than the Cowboys.
I know the Bears are good this year.
I mean, neither one of them won a Super Bowl in the 2000s. But
listen, the best Bears team was back the Super Bowl Shuffle Bears with Refrigerator Perry, Walter Payton.
There you go. I was gonna say, who's the quarterback?
I could tell you all of them back then, but I'm from Chicago originally, so I knew all of them.
Cowboys fan. I wouldn't admit it either. She lives in Dallas.
It's all right. Now I don't know who the new quarterback is for Dallas. I don't know any of the team. I don't follow them anymore. I don't follow football.
Yeah, they got all kinds of problems. They hired the Green Bay Packers coach, and he's not doing good.
Really?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Anyway.
All right, listen, man. It's an.
I was proud of the Tony Stark thing, but you're saying that's not that wasn't that impressive.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because Marvel movies are all over the world.
So,
I'm okay, Ira. I'm proud of you that you do.
What else is all over the world that I don't care about? I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that, you know what I mean? Like,
I know, but the Raiders are only in a state.
No, you're wrong there. So most teams, their fans are just geographically based wherever they are. The Raiders are the exception to that. There's a few teams actually. The Cowboys are one of them. The Patriots are another, and the Raiders. But the Raiders fans, it's kind of like people don't root for the Raiders typically because they're good. They haven't been good in a long time, obviously. Now, when it started back in the 60s, they were really good. 70s, they were really good, right? That's when but the reason why people gravitated to the Raiders was not because they were the best team on the planet. Because if you think about the 70s, typically you're going to think about the Steelers.
Right, the Steelers.
The Vikings, who couldn't win a Super Bowl, but they were like the Bills of the 90s. You know, they got there 4 years in a row and they never won. So it's the same idea. But the thing about when you think about the Raiders, think about people like Jake the Snake and all these guys. What was it about the Raiders? The mystique was they were the bad boys. They were the anti-establishment. And so that started this thing with the Raiders being Raider Nation.
But don't you think that the same thing
you hear that crap from every team now? Everybody thinks they're a nation. No, you're not nation. You
don't think the Steelers are like that now?
No, not even close.
Atlanta Falcons.
Not even close. The Raiders have more fans globally than any other team. That's a fact. You'll find Raider fans in every state. You'll find them in every country. You can go to Mexico. You can go. Look, I see Raider stuff everywhere. That's one of the reasons why the NFL likes to make them play everywhere, is because they have more fans. Go to Germany. What American football team has more fans in Germany? It's not even close. It's the Raiders.
Really?
100%.
Interesting. I did not know that, Ira.
If you go and ask them what's their favorite sport, they're not going to say American football. And it isn't because they're following the team. You know, it isn't one of those things where they, you know, do they know who Derek Carr is? Well, they probably do. But who was the quarterback before Derek Carr? You know what I mean? Like, most people couldn't answer that question. Who's the current coach? Oh, it's John Gruden. Okay, but who was the coach before? And they can't answer. You know what I mean? Like, people. But do they have any Raiders gear? That's another thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
I should buy you some. I should buy you some for Christmas.
Oh my gosh, no! Please don't.
Would you wear it?
No.
Damn.
I'll wear it on here if you did, but I won't ever wear it.
That's
And
worth it.
you know what? Honestly, it would go up in here somewhere.
Yeah, but it would get lost.
Yeah, my God, you've seen my room. Man.
I'd have to get you something that lights up or something like holographic or something that would.
Something that would be lit up. All right, it's a minute and 25 or an hour 25. I want to plug in my Apple Watch, and I'm not going to mess with it while we're doing this. So,
all right. So, well, that was a fun episode.
It was next Saturday.
Yeah.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
You answered the coffee drink question. Caramel
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino.
What about you? Black coffee.
Oh, no. From Starbucks.
You said that you would have ordered what I had.
They have a peppermint one. Like it's a candy cane thing.
Right, they do.
And I like that one. I think that's probably my answer. But the other one, when I go to Starbucks and I order, well, I get just a Tuesday or something. You know what I mean? It's no special date, not Christmas or whatever. The one that I typically will get there is a white mocha, which is the exact opposite of a coffee, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't even consider that. Yeah, it's just it's a sugar drink. It's a dessert to me.
Yep.
And I think Starbucks makes great dessert.
My daughter loves it there.
My twin daughters. Okay, first of all, so we all got the Starbucks stuff. She got a Starbucks hat because she's a Starbucks freak, and she was excited. Like that's one of her favorite gifts. But every time we drive by a Starbucks, Starbucks, the lady's got her hands like this with the coffees in them.
Yeah.
They do that and they go Starbucks. It's like, I'm like, what is that? Like your idol? It's just this thing they do. And they've been doing that now for over a year. I'm like, what is it? So now, to be funny, because I'm a smart ass dad, we're driving down the road and we see a sign for any business, and I just say it randomly. Denny's, Chevron. Yeah. And so some of my kids are doing it now too, because seriously, for a year they've been going Starbucks.
That'd be funny. Next time you go by McDonald's.
Oh, they love McDonald's. Are you okay? Fast food. We can do this real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Favorite fast food joint? Any type. Doesn't have to be no categories.
Favorite and Penn Station.
What is that? Is that a sandwich place?
Yeah, it's a sandwich place. Because the burgers are sort of it gets
favorite burger. Who's your favorite burger? Fast food burger.
Oh, Big Mac.
Really?
Oh, I am.
Is it sentimental for sentimental reasons? Because it can't be for taste.
It is. I think it's.
You're just eating lettuce.
I like the taste of it.
You're just eating lettuce and not tartar sauce. That was not.
It's a secret sauce.
Yeah, it's secret. It's about as secret as come to Ira for hair growing tips, right?
But
I like Burger King way better.
I do like the Whopper too, but
yeah, I like the Whopper taste. But I'll tell you, my favorite burger is from, well, I don't know if they call them Artie's or Carl's Jr. where you are, but I like, and they don't even I don't know that they make them anymore, which is kind of just.
I don't think so. It's.
I'm talking about the $6 burgers. Those burgers were good.
Yeah, a little bit greasy for me. I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, I gotta lay off all the burger stuff. Like I don't do the fast food really hardly at all anymore.
I did like, I don't know if we've talked about it. We might have. I love it's not called Veggie Whopper. What is it called now?
Oh, the Impossible Whopper.
Impossible Burger. I actually like it.
Yeah, so that meat, it's not meat, but you know what I mean?
Right.
It's whatever. That's not made by them. That's made by another company. So you can actually get that patty, if you will, at different places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But anyways, supposedly, now I've never had one because I don't want to waste the money because it's like, why spend money on a Whopper that isn't a Whopper? But that's just the way my mind thinks. I can't help it. From what I've heard from people who, are vegetarians now, who
can't tell.
They said, it's the closest thing that they've ever had to an actual.
I agree, to an actual burger.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing, and my
It's probably a heck of a lot more healthy. Although I don't know after they dip it in the grease if it is healthy or not.
Well, I'll tell you, they had an Impossible Burger at Walmart, and it was packaged, and it looked like the same thing. So you're probably right. You're right about the whole.
No, I know it's not made by Burger King. I know that another company makes it.
So I actually tried it, and like I made it at home, like took the meat or whatever it was.
I would do that. Now that I would do. So you just bought it at the store.
Bought it at the store. It was called Impossible Burger. Made it at home. Tasted great.
Did you grill it? Did you grill it just like you would a burger?
Yep.
Dude, I'm gonna try that.
I did it in I actually grilled it in the air fryer thing.
We have Indian friends, and they don't eat meat. So that would be kind of a cool thing. Like, come over for these burgers. They're not burgers. You know what I mean?
And that's how come I would probably.
That was a brilliant marketing strategy, by the way, by Burger King.
Yeah, Impossible Burger?
Yeah, in California alone, there's millions of Indians. I mean, millions of people that don't eat meat. Yeah. And so, like, they go through Burger King. What can they order? You know what I mean?
Now you get an Impossible Burger, guess what?
Yeah, but you just opened up the whole menu. When you say I have a beef patty that isn't beef, that you can now have any of the burgers, obviously, cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
You can have a cheeseburger, basically just sub in that patty.
Yep, that's true.
And it doesn't taste like you're eating.
But that's the Impossible Burger is awesome. I mean, I like the taste of the Whopper. You're right. And I remember, I'll give you a story really quick. Remember when I had the mini stroke thing or whatever last year?
Yeah.
And I wanted to get something, but I was really on the huge kick of I'm not going to have meat anymore, not to clog up the arteries, whatever. And I did great until COVID, because I was doing great for a good 4 or 5 months.
I mean, I was doing good. Remember, we did the thing with Virginia, and we were both doing good.
It just fell off.
I need to do that again, honestly.
I know. That's why the whole Boxing Day workout with Paula and Liz and Nick and Shrub, what we did today.
Vegetarian.
Well, I wanted to do the whole vegetarian thing, so I wanted a burger though.
Maybe I could if I eat this Impossible Burger. Maybe I could switch.
Well, and that's what I did. I went and we got the Impossible Burgers. I was telling my wife, I go, I can't tell the difference. I could do it, and I will not be able to tell the difference. I'll be satisfied with 2 Impossible Burgers.
I didn't even see this. This is probably the best comeback ever. Ira's always Raiders. Of course I am. Have we met Erica? And nobody else is ever.
Yep.
You know who I love? Pete. Professor Pete Alexander, Raiders fan. Booyah, baby. Love that guy.
He is.
He's probably one of the smartest people I know, too, by the way. Erica's great.
All right, let's get going because.
Yeah, next week. So I want to do this. I want to announce a couple shows I got coming up. So
go ahead.
We all know that Ira used to do speed networking on Tuesdays. Guess what? Ira's going to be bringing speed networking back, and I'm excited by that. So that will start in January. And I'm going to start a show, hashtag 8 is enough, with my wife.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Okay, so we are going to be talking a lot about MLM on that show. What is MLM? MLM, multi-level marketing companies. There's this whole segment of work for yourself, but you represent products. Like my grandma used to sell Avon, for example. My mom sold Tupperware. My wife sells Scentsy. There's all these different companies out there. There's this pyramid scheme stigma that we got to, work out and all that stuff. But anyways, on 8 is enough. One of the things that we're going to talk about a lot is the MLMs, because, people need a forum to talk about their products. They need, if you need a job, MLM companies are one of those things where you can basically, you don't have to create a product. You don't have to create your own marketing stuff. You can kind of just, plug in and start selling and recruiting, because there's the two sides of it, right? Usually people are better at one or the other. So you either know a lot of other people who want to join your team, or, a lot of people who want the products. But the challenge to succeeding in MLM is you have to do both. So my wife has done well. She's a director in Cincy because she's been able to develop a team who also do it as well. Like my brother is on her team, my sister's on her team. I've got, friends that are on my wife's team, but my wife has been doing it for over 5 years. I was against her doing Cincy because she had tried a few others and failed. And I thought, we're just not good at this. But as it turns out, part of it was the product. So we'll talk about that stuff on the show. We're going to talk about parenting. My wife and I have 8 kids. I think you guys have heard that before. So we'll talk about parenting stuff. What is it like to be married to Ira Bowman? Oh my God, I'm scared of what my wife is going to admit to the world because my wife has no filter like me. So it's wonderful. And so that'll be fun. So we'll talk about, all that stuff. We'll talk about, my whatever you guys want. So we will take questions on the show, obviously. But anyways, I don't know anything else like it on all these, people who have shows. My wife is a business owner, successful business owner for 5 years in the Cincy world. And, I do pretty good with Bowman Digital Media. And so we've got social media channels. My wife has done really, really well with Facebook. So if you guys are curious about, developing Facebook, we'll talk about that. How does she do it? What does she do? She's completely different than me. So, most people like her better. Anyways, that show will air in January too. I actually originally intended to kick that off this month, but then she got double pneumonia and COVID. So she's still recovering. She is doing better for those of you who are curious, and we're very happy about that. But she is a little bit further behind me because she got sicker than I did. So her recovery is going to take a little longer. And then before that, remember, she was dealing with the concussion stuff.
Right.
So she's had a hell of a year.
Yes, she has.
She's married to me for 20 years. Her husband lost his job. She got
he picked himself back up.
Her daughter moved across the country, abandoned her, moved to Florida, and then she got COVID. So my wife has had a year. But anyways, you'll like her. Her name's Alicia, if you guys don't know her.
I like her. I think she's a great person.
She's my better half for sure. So anyways, I just wanted to announce those. Those are coming. 8 is enough. The Speed Networking show, I haven't announced the name, the date, or the time yet, but I'm thinking I am still going to do it on Tuesdays because I really liked that day. There was a strategy behind that day. So I'm not sure about the time yet, but I'll figure it all out. Anyways, the Ira Guide. Be on the lookout for it because I'll announce it.
Ira Guide.
Ira Guide's coming back.
All right, good.
Joseph Stepke, I hope you have an awesome, amazing, wonderful week, even though you don't. Well, you do now. What's the name of the quarterback again?
Derek Carr.
Look at that. He's got recall. I struggle with that, honestly, now. Like my short-term.
Yeah, that would have been funny if I went.
Tony Stark. It's Tony Stark. Hey, I'm gonna challenge myself to learn a new Marvel character this week.
All right, good. And
So-
I'm going to challenge myself to not look at anybody on the Raiders team at all.
They play tonight. If you know anybody, 8:00 your time, 8:15 kickoff. They're playing the Dolphins. They're probably going to get their hats handed to them. The Dolphins are pretty good this year. So, I don't know. I wasn't feeling very worried about that game when the schedule came out, but this is why they play the games. But the Raiders, just for everybody's edification, they're 7-7, so they're not losers. They're just not winners. Right now, they're
Even Steve.
What do you call that when they're 50-50? You know what I mean? Like
Even Steven?
Even Stevens, yeah.
Or even keel. They're average.
Sabrina didn't know. Yeah, so we moved the show to Saturdays, Sabrina, because the Wednesday
For both of us.
Wednesday's Cup of Joe was hard on my health. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it was too early for you.
Yeah.
And it's easier for me because I'm not working, not working.
Yeah, but you don't have to be making calls on a Saturday.
Right. Correct.
So that's the thing. So it was better. And honestly, I think that this day fits the format of our show really well because we're just chit-chatting about anything.
Right.
So, but Sabrina's one of my favorite people.
Yep. She used to work for you, right?
She was an intern. Very short time because I started that program in May and then I got furloughed and was like, I hate to do this to y'all, but I can't give you the time. So I was making them a trade-off because it was an unpaid internship. Okay. Because I couldn't afford to pay people. But what I was going to do for them is I was going to invest time teaching them and working with them one-on-one so they could advance their careers. And then the cool part about that internship was it could last a short time or a long time, depending on how long it took them to find a job. But I was not able to fill my end of the commitment because I had to like start ramping up my business, and you know what I mean?
Right.
So I just told them, I'm like, I hate to do this to you all, but I can't be a taker. I can't do that.
Right.
Rena was like, no, I want to work for you. I'll work for you for free. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. So anyways, love her to death, wrote her a recommendation. I worked with her enough to see her work ethic, and I refer her to anybody that asks. Like, she's amazing. So Breaking Even. That's like that show Breaking Badly. I tried to watch that, by the way, but I couldn't.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it was too nasty for me.
Breaking Bad.
Something people don't know about me is I don't watch R-rated stuff. I don't watch X-rated stuff. I only watch like the PGs. So basically, if my 6-year-old walks in and is watching something and it doesn't sound good, like, I just don't watch it. I filter what I watch. It's one of the reasons why I don't watch a lot of TV, because there's not a lot that I can watch, honestly. But that's a personal decision that I made. We could talk about that some other time. But that's the only reason I'm still married. Because before, when I wasn't living that way, I was a bad dude doing bad things. Anyways, another topic for another time. She auditioned for the pilot of Breaking Bad. Did you know that Erica used to be on TV? You know that, right? She was a weather lady.
Oh yeah, I knew she was the one. Yes. I knew that. Look at she's gorgeous. Of course.
Well, and she's smart and she's well spoken. She's the best copywriter I know. I mean,
Yep.
Erica Warfield has a lot going on for her.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah. All right, we're gonna go because we could sit here and go for hours.
I know, and I want to hurry up and do my stuff.
I know, and I'm gonna get you off. Oh, it was traffic. Sorry, not weather. Yeah. My bad. But
Traffic person, lady.
for somebody who's not into that, like, it's the same thing, right? It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Traffic, weather.
What do we say? Raiders, Steelers, whatever.
Yeah.
It
wouldn't matter. Raiders.
Joseph Stepke, I love you, brother.
Love you too, Ira. Everybody. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Wait a minute. Every Saturday at this, well, not this time. Starts at 9 Pacific, noon Eastern. Come get your cup of Joe. What are we going to talk about? It's absolutely nothing, but it's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yep.
Thanks for showing us your back cave today, by the way.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for going around with the Joe Cam.
Yeah, well, I think that was cool, but you were able to do that.
Yep.
So now we know that works too.
Yep.
All right, Joe. See you next week.
See you next week, guys.
This song is called Pink Sunrise.
A little bit of a pink sunrise.
Why not orange sunrise? I have no idea. Bye, Sabrina. Bye, Erica.